In the picturesque town of Winterhaven, nestled among snow-capped mountains and evergreen forests, winters were long and harsh but incredibly beautiful. The townsfolk were accustomed to the biting cold and the heavy snowfalls, but there was one blizzard that was unlike any other, a blizzard that whispered secrets and brought profound change. Among the residents of Winterhaven was a young woman named Alara. She lived in a cozy cabin on the outskirts of town, surrounded by the serene beauty of the winter landscape. Alara was known for her warmth and kindness, always ready to help a neighbor or care for injured wildlife. However, deep inside, she carried a heavy burden, a grief that weighed on her heart since the loss of her beloved mother 2 years earlier. Alara's mother had been her best friend and confidant, teaching her everything she knew about nature, survival, and the magic of the winter woods. Since her mother's passing, Alara found it hard to move on. She often wandered the forest alone, seeking solace in the quiet and the memories that the snow-draped trees seemed to hold. One particularly cold evening, as the sun set behind the mountains and the sky turned a deep indigo, the air grew still. Alara felt a strange tension in the atmosphere, as if the world was holding its breath. She hurried back to her cabin, securing the shutters and lighting a fire in the hearth. She sensed that a great storm was coming, and soon enough, the first snowflakes began to fall, gently at first, then faster and thicker. The blizzard arrived with a ferocity that Winterhaven had never seen. The wind howled through the trees, and the snow swirled in blinding white currents. But amid the storm's fury, Alara began to hear something peculiar, a faint, soothing whisper, carried by the wind. It was as if the blizzard itself was speaking to her, its voice gentle and melodic. Intrigued and somewhat comforted by the whispering wind, Alara wrapped herself in a warm cloak and stepped outside. The snowflakes danced around her, and the whispers grew clearer. They seemed to call her deeper into the forest. Trusting her instincts, Alara followed the sound, her footsteps crunching in the fresh snow. The blizzard's whisper guided her to a clearing she had never seen before. In the center of the clearing stood a magnificent ice sculpture, a statue of a woman with outstretched arms, her face serene and compassionate. Alara gasped, recognizing the likeness of her mother. The whisper swirled around the statue, filling the air with a sense of peace and love. Tears welled in Alara's eyes as she approached the statue. She reached out to touch the ice, and the whispers became words she could understand. "Let go, my dear Alara. Embrace life and all its wonders. I am with you always, in your heart and in the beauty around you." Alara felt a warmth spread through her chest, melting the icy grip of grief that had held her for so long. She realized that her mother's spirit was a part of the very essence of Winterhaven, living on in the wind, the trees, and the snow. She understood now that letting go didn't mean forgetting, it meant cherishing the memories and allowing herself to move forward. As the blizzard began to wane, Alara stood in the clearing, feeling lighter and more at peace than she had in years. She made a silent promise to her mother to live fully and to embrace the life she had been given. With renewed determination, she returned to her cabin, the storm now a gentle snowfall, and the whispers a comforting presence in her heart. In the days and weeks that followed, Alara found joy in small things, a bright sunrise, the laughter of children playing in the snow, the beauty of a frost-covered pine. She reconnected with friends and neighbors, sharing stories and laughter, and she took up her mother's tradition of caring for the forest and its creatures. Winterhaven flourished with Alara's renewed spirit, and the legend of the Whispering Blizzard became a cherished tale, passed down through generations. It reminded everyone that even in the coldest, darkest storms, there is a whisper of hope and the promise of new beginnings. And so, Alara lived her life with an open heart, always listening for the gentle whispers of the blizzard that had taught her to let go and embrace the wonders of the world around her.